You know, you said it's a private investigation. Actually, I think it was a trick because Malaysia couldn't say we have to stop that investigation. We don't know what happened, and they had to continue. So there was a deal done with that company to look a little bit further on the search area that they told us where the plane is. But I will tell you 3 reasons why I do not believe in that search area. That search area is defined by 2 things. One thing is military radar from Malaysia and Inmarsat data from satellite, UK satellite. Okay, those two proof has been never given to us. So I never had the proof of those 2 things, and even the judge working on this in France never got the proof. So first of all, there is no proof of those 2 things. The second thing is, when a plane crashes into the sea, you always have floating debris. They never find any floating debris. They have been searching for years and years. They find debris on beaches, but no floating debris.
Reunion Island in Madagascar.
Okay, so it's not possible. So if you don't find floating debris, and they've been on that area since the 5th day or whatever, they didn't find any floating debris. If you don't find any floating debris in that area, it means it's not a good search area.
Good evening, best friends, YouTube viewers, and random internet users. Thank you for stopping by and sharing your time. It is greatly appreciated. This is just going to be a short, quick, and to-the-point video. I know there's been a ton of interest in Malaysia flight MH-370, and I did promise that I would keep you guys updated on new articles pertaining to it. So, here we are. This time with the claim that its fuselage has possibly been found in the Indian Ocean. If you've been with us for a while, you already know that I am completely obsessed with this mystery and that I really want it to be solved and I want this plane to be found. But to be totally honest with you guys, I don't really like to get too much into these types of unconfirmed claims or theories unless there is quite a bit of actual legitimate substance to them. This event is a global tragedy, and regardless of whatever the truth might be or end up being, or wherever this investigation might take us, the most important thing to remember here is that people lost family members, people lost their lives, their friends. So this is not a subject that should be taken lightly at all. We shouldn't be throwing around just random stuff willy-nilly. So if you're gonna leave a comment, please just be as respectful as you possibly can. Please. We should all be able to talk about these quote-unquote news articles coming out of places like the Daily Star and the Mirror in an informative and problem-solving type of mindset instead of just arguing or fighting over aspects of it that we don't even have proof of yet. I apologize for the disclaimer, but based on several of the comments left on the last few MH370 videos, apparently it just needed to be said. So with that out of the way, we'll dive right in and look at this article a little bit. From the looks of it, this isn't exactly a new claim, this fuselage Indian Ocean thing, but it is a new article, so therefore it technically qualifies as an update, at least as far as this channel is concerned. I just want to give a quick shout out to the viewers and subscribers that sent me this article. I know there was a whole lot of you guys, but Supertramp and Patrick Michaels sent it to me literally just a few minutes after the article was published, so they're gonna get most of the credit this time. Basically what we're looking at here is a crash specialist named Larry Vance, who recently wrote a book about MH370 and his claims, says that he has found the fuselage at the bottom of the Indian Ocean. So starting with the headline here, MH370. Missing plane's fuselage still intact and at bottom of Indian Ocean. Larry Vance, who has written a book about the Malaysian Airlines plane, says he has compelling evidence to back up his theory. Now, one thing that's disappointing right off the bat about all of this is I don't see any actual visual evidence of Larry's claim in this article. There's no photos or video like we saw with the Cambodian jungle theory on Google Earth. I'm still looking into all of his claims. I might even read his book, but so far I don't really see anything that I can show you visually on the screen right now. other than just, my boring stuff here. Again, guys, we're only going over different articles and trying to collect pieces that might help us fit this whole thing together and solve this puzzle. I don't know where MH-370 is, I don't claim to know where it is, and I don't think anyone else does either. Anyways, moving on here. Missing Malaysian Airlines flight MH370's fuselage is intact and at the bottom of the Indian Ocean, an expert has claimed. Crash specialist Larry Vance, who has written a book about the doomed plane, has hit out at investigators for not taking his claim seriously. He says he has uncovered evidence about where the plane went down. Vance, author of book MH370 Mystery Solved, told the Daily Star, "The passengers ended up in the southern Indian Ocean and are at the bottom of the sea inside the sunken and intact fuselage." Now, I'll probably do another video about that Daily Star article that they just referenced there, if for no other reason other than that they did post a video on that article claiming that the entire Cambodian jungle theory has been completely debunked. It's a short little video, and I put a link to all of these articles in the description, so make sure you check all that stuff out, especially if you're interested in that specific Cambodian jungle theory. So let's keep moving here. The plane vanished mysteriously in March 2014 after leaving Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia while en route to Beijing, China. There were 227 passengers and 12 crew members on board who are all missing and presumed dead. Vance continued, "I honestly believed that once the official investigation team saw the physical evidence that we discovered and how we interpreted it accurately, they would change their minds about what they thought happened to MH370. Unfortunately and disappointingly, I was wrong." So you see, this guy claims to have some actual physical evidence, which is a lot more than what we saw with the whole jungle theory. If you guys are interested enough, I will buy this guy's book and do a whole video on it, but I do have to say that if he really had something concrete, doesn't it at least a little bit kind of seem like the authorities would already be all over it? Regardless though, I wouldn't mind hearing him out, so let me know if you guys are interested in listening to what this guy has to say in his book. I will read the whole thing and I will summarize it in some type of a video series or something like that. The article goes on a little more here. He said he wrote his book in order to provide a professional account of what happened and viewed his work as a duty. The mysterious disappearance of the plane, which lost radio contact with the ground 40 minutes after takeoff, has prompted a range of theories. See, I'm a lot more inclined to entertain the claims of Mr. Vance because it really does seem like he has put a lot of thought and research into this. I mean, he is allegedly some type of a professional crash investigator type guy. I would like to see this physical evidence that he so boldly claims to have presented, but just going by his statements, he does seem a lot more credible than some of the other theories that we've talked about, at least here so far. The article goes on a little more and references back to the Williams brothers' claims that we talked about a little bit in previous videos, so I'll just kind of touch on that real quick. Pilot Daniel Boyer, I'm pretty sure it's Boyer, said he has discovered the engine, tail, and cockpit of the doomed aircraft in the Cambodian jungle after using Google Maps. The alleged discovery comes a month after British film producer Ian Wilson embarked on a trek to find a plane-shaped object around 16 kilometers away from Daniel's reported sighting. Now, Daniel claims the wreckage is located in the jungle north of Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I hope I pronounced that right. He adds, the measurements, estimating using only Google Maps, match up to actual measurements on the Malaysian Airlines aircraft. And there you have it. I can't stress enough that I am not claiming to have the answers to any of this. Those that have been with this channel for a while now know that I usually debunk theories, not promote them. Personally, I don't think that's anywhere close to MH370 in that jungle, but it's not up to me to say whether I know for sure or not because I have no idea. It doesn't seem to even match the same type of plane. It looks to me like it was just a plane captured in mid-flight, but again, I'm not going to claim to have the answers. Virtually every video I put out now at this point is a response to viewer requests. So I'm only making videos on what you guys want to see. So make sure to subscribe and send me an email if you have a subject or topic that you would like to see on video. You guys are in the driver's seat, so let me know if you guys want a whole playlist series on MH-370. I'll start at the very beginning of the story and cover all the confirmed facts, and then later maybe we can do like individual episodes on different theories and break them down or something like that if that's what you want to see. I know this topic is getting a whole lot of interest and requests, so if you guys like the channel, just make sure to send requests about what you want to see next. It could be anything. I seem to be getting requests for mostly missing 411 type stuff, so that's what I'm focusing on at the time. But I do still have a few other videos about halfway finished or so coming out soon. Lots of stuff all around, so don't forget to stop by again soon and check all that out. I will see you guys then. Peace.